Alright, so hey everyone, I'm just going to do another quick show off of what I picked up this week for a lot of this stuff's going to be keep, some of it's going to be resell. The other day, one of the local game stores is moving, so they did a 50% off of what they haven't moved yet. Mostly sports titles and lower end common games. So I did pick up a few N64 games to try to complete out my N64 set. WWE Warzone, WrestleMania 2000, Arrow Gauge, and Jeopardy. Got all those 50% off. So nice little add to the collection. Oh, and Twisted Edge. So good adds to the collection. Went to the thrift store, Goodwill, that we like to go to. Found 2 PlayStation 3 controllers for $4 a piece. This one's the white one, real good, sturdy sticks, and then a black one. So I haven't tested them out yet, but the sticks are really good on them. So I think I have a PlayStation 3 that doesn't have any controllers, so that'd be great to bundle up with. Found just a Wii power supply. It was always good to pick up power supplies for systems. I'm always coming across systems that are missing things, so it's always good to have that Nintendo brand, so you're not using the aftermarket. Everybody tends to want to have official brands when they're buying stuff. So I think that was $1 or something. Seen another YouTuber talking about these RC battery chargers. So this is a battery charger for Johnny Lightning JLX and a battery. So I'm gonna try seeing how well that sells. Plugged it in. Looks like it's working good. Looks legit. I only paid $1. Looks like these are selling for about 20 bucks shipped. So not a bad upcharge on that. Also came across this in one of our storage cleanouts that we did a while back. Somebody watched a YouTube video and they were talking about these Franklin Merriam-Webster digital dictionaries. When I got it, it didn't work, but it was just dead batteries. There's a guy at the flea market that sells like a stack of the batteries that fit in these things for $1. So in essence, I threw some batteries in it. It powered up just fine. These sell for about $40. These are no longer made. I guess they're obsolete for them to make them, but they a secondary market. So I've got it listed. Let's see how well it sells. A bunch of the stuff I listed last week sold as quickly as within just a few days of listing that. I had recommendations from other YouTubers saying that they sold. I sold a stereo surround sound system that I used to use, but I got a newer one. I just sold that yesterday for $60. The new one I bought was only 25 bucks, so that more than paid for that. I sold. You saw the last video or the video before. I got the Blu-ray of Lord of the Rings, so I sold my DVD set. I listed it online for 40 bucks, and it sold within like 4 days. So that was really awesome. And then I came across some snow gloves that I got in a unit. Barton Men's snow gloves sold for $20. Had to hurry up and get that out there. Some guy said he was going on a ski trip. So I kind of lucked out on selling that pretty weird selling snow stuff in Florida. And he was from Florida too that I sold it to. It's crazy. Then went to the flea market and I set up trying to clean out some of our store lower end storage stuff. Instead of just donating it, figured I'd set up at the flea market and see what we could come across. Making a few bucks here and there. While I was set up, I did shop a little bit. Set up Saturday and Sunday. I didn't shop a lot, but I did pick up a few things. Apparently there's other people that set up and clean out storage units, but they don't care or don't really pay attention to what they've got. So some guy was selling video games for $2 a piece. So I got this SNK on the Wii. Really nice. That's going to the collection for $2 on that. And it's a $20 game-ish, $15 to $20 game. And this, I always pick up any of this anime type games. I'm not really familiar with what this is. At Tyler, Esche, and Logi, Alchemist of the Dust City. Retails for about $20. The kids like the anime stuff, so this will probably stay in the collection for the kids. Then there was another guy, had a whole bunch of games, and he said he wanted $2, or no, he said he wanted $5 for all of his games. And at first I didn't see anything that would look really worth picking up. I did see this Animaniacs, which I was kind of interested in, and then I seen all these like a tray full of Sega Genesis games, and I was like, I think some of those are worth some money. So I snapped a pic, walked away, came back about an hour later, and I picked out some of the gems out of there. So I got Mercs for Sega Genesis. The label's a bit rough, and the contacts are a bit dirty, so I'm taking a chance if these will work. I haven't tested them yet, but that's about a $20. I think that's about a $20 game. Ranger X, label's a little rough. Contact, these are all pretty dingy. For $5, I think that's another $20 game. And then Tiny Toons, Buster's Hidden Treasures, about an $8 to $10 game. And this Awesome Possum, which I think I already have this one, but still it's like a $10 game. And then I picked up Animaniacs because I needed it for the collection, but it's only a $5 game, so in essence pretty decent. I don't know if I'm going to keep the Sega stuff. I'm not really big into collecting Sega. And another guy was selling a bunch of games, and they were, I asked about them, and he's just like, they're $1 a game. So I was not going to pass up any games for $1, even if they are just garbage games. N64, Courtside, Kobe Bryant, stupid sports game. Still worth it for $1 to bundle up with an N64. NFL Club, which I had the CIB, so I don't know if I kept this one or got rid of it when I sold the CIB copy. And then Powerpuff Girls, Mojo. So those were all $3. Found another gentleman. He had a baggie full of handheld games. Pretty much told me $30 for the entire bag. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Might have been another one because I think he said there was 8 games, but I'm not seeing it off the top of my head. So there is a Pokemon Pocket Monsters Diamond. I think this is a bootleg though. I don't think it's legit. Then there is Bionicle, Yu-Gi-Oh! There's a Dragon Ball Z. Really, the only one I really wanted, I think, was this Tekken Advance. Another Yu-Gi-Oh! Which I think we have this one, and a Harry Potter. There might be another one somewhere that was included. But he told me 25. But then I seen this Alf card set. And I was like, I really wanted it, so I ended up getting everything for 30. Well, he told me 25 and he thought there was only like 5 games in there. Then once he found out there was more, he wanted 30, and then he wanted 5 for this, and I'm like, well, I'm not paying that. But it's pretty cool. I ended up talking to him. I ended up getting everything for 30, which I think was worth it. I think just this no problem Burger King magnet is a pretty cool piece. The cards is I did go through it. It is a complete set of the Series 2 ALF cards. And then there's one sealed wax pack that hasn't been opened, still with the gum and everything in it. So it's pretty cool. It doesn't have, I guess the ALF cards, there was like these baseball style cards. It doesn't have all of those, but it does have all of the other cards. Seems to be kind of the new thing I'm kind of gotten into. First thing I think I found Sunday was these Lego plates. So these are like little building plates. They're huge, as you can see. This one's a moon space set. These usually sell for anywhere from $5 to $10. So I've got this whole stack for $5. Most of these are city, street pieces. So I don't know what I'm going to do with those, if they'll be resold or kept for now. They'll probably just be kept for now until I decide what I'm doing with all my Lego stuff. Part of me wants to sell it. Oh, and there's a little small plate. Another cool thing I always pick up, if you're ever getting into the resale biz, Scrabble moneymaker right here. Anytime I find one of these for under $2 at a yard sale, at a thrift shop, flea market, I pick them up. And I trash this. I trash this. You can sell these, but usually I just trash those. And I keep these. And usually what I'll do is wait until I get about five games and the letters, and then I'll sell them. And I will sell them for $20 to $25 for usually an investment of $5. So over the years I've sold thousands of these, and they come in different. These are just the regular ones. These are usually the ones most people want, but there are special edition ones that are red, and the little tiny mini ones, those usually sell pretty good on their own, but those are hard to find in a large quantity that people would want to buy. Usually people want to buy quantities because they're doing some sort of crafts or scrapbooking, and they like these Scrabble letters for that. So these are always money. I just sold my last set for, I think, $15, and it was only 300 of them. So super easy to ship, especially if you can keep it within putting them into like a small flat rate box. So this was pretty epic. I like this. I paid up a little bit on this because I've never seen the Star Wars. It's by Tiger Electronics. It's kind of like Battleship, like Electronic Battleship. Pretty much a total rip-off of it from what it looks like, but it is talking. Paid $5 for it. It was dark. It was still pitch black. People were going mad over this guy's stuff as he was putting it out, because he puts everything out for super cheap. But for whatever reason, he wanted $5 on this, and I tried to negotiate because it's trying to go through it and see if it was complete. It was really hard to do that in the dark, holding a flashlight, and it's really dewy out, so you didn't want the box to get too much moisture on it because that would ruin the box. It is not the greatest, but it's still there and complete and not ripped and torn. So I just went through it a little bit ago. It is missing one of the fighters because I figured worst case scenario, if it's not complete, I can sell it for parts. And there are people that sell these things for parts, and they are crazy expensive. Just one of these little ships, which is what is missing. I'm missing one little ship. And the guys on eBay right now, it's $8 shipped for one ship. So I don't know if I'm going to try to keep try to complete it. Maybe I can try and find one of these ships a little. I think $8 because the game complete only sells for like $30, and then my $5 investment plus $8 for the one part that's missing. I'm not quite sure if that's really going to be worth it or not. So I still need to put batteries in it and test it and make sure it does work. So again, not 100% positive. Maybe I can find maybe hold out a little while and see if I can find somebody who's going to be willing to sell the ship a little cheaper. If not, I could probably just part it out and undercut the guy on eBay that's asking $8 and maybe sell my parts a little bit quicker than him. And let's see what else finds. Oh, out at the thrift store, found some bowling shoes for $8. They look brand new. They have been worn. They do have a little wear and a little marker, but these should be about $20-25 for a really nice pair of bowling shoes. And any other cool stuff I found? Xbox. I needed an Xbox, so the guy was selling this for $750. He ended up selling it for no cords or anything. I didn't need any cords. I just need parts off of this to fix a Halo Edition one that I got. So really good to have one of these. So I can get that up because a Halo Edition one is worth like $150 right now. It's kind of a cool piece I found. It is a Polish crystal decanter. I'm going to try my luck at it. Really solid, really heavy. Looked comps up online. I found this in one of our storage clean out things. I was about to sell it for $1 earlier in the day, but I saw it was crystal, and I've sold some crystal pieces before and got good money out of it. This one I looked up. There's not this exact style, but the same producer, this Studio Nova out of Poland is the creator of this, and a lot of their stuff sells for a minimum of $50 to $60. So there's a little bit of a discoloration here inside that I'll need to clean out, and then clean it really good and get some good photos of it. It's a pretty heavy piece, so to ship this is probably going to be about $15 to ship this. So, but if I can get $60 for it, because I know there's no way I'll find anybody local at a flea market setup that's going to be willing to even pay this. I had it set out at a table, and some lady thought I was selling everything for $1, and she hurried up and snatched this, and I'm like, no, I need to, I'm willing to sell it locally for like $30, just so I don't have to deal with the hassle of eBay and fees and shipping it and it getting broken. So, but then she just scoffed at it and practically threw it down. Some cool shirts I found. I found this retro vintage Gitmo Bay Cuba t-shirt, single stitch, real soft cotton, really nice graphic. Thought it was really cool, like travel shirt. I think I paid $3 for it. I figure it's probably worth $15-20. It's Harley. I've been finding a lot of cool Harley stuff. I've been told that this stuff sells pretty good, so I'm gonna try my luck at it. Paid $5 for this one. It has two graphics on the front and the back. This is the St. Augustine bright neon. The front graphic's 2005. The reverse graphic is 2000. So not quite sure the story on that, but it's a cool graphic nonetheless. Another Harley shirt I found is this Harley Davidson Cafe Las Vegas. I did not find this particular comp online, but it's like a thermal long sleeve. I wish it would have had a spell out on the sleeve. I think that would have really made it a better piece, but probably still $15-20. I don't think I have much into that. Then this Harley one, yeah, it's not Harley, but it's Bike Week, Daytona Bike Week 2000. Long sleeve with spell outs on both sleeves, and graphic on the back for Bike Week 2000. It was $2 at the flea market. It's a large, so it's kind of a little bit on the smaller side, but kind of test the waters out and see how well biker stuff kind of goes. This is another Daytona Boot Hill Saloon pocket tee, but a really badass graphic on the back. Boot Hill, Daytona Beach. I didn't see a date. Yeah, this says 1995. Marina tag, 100% cotton. It is double stitched, so I guess it may be. Hopefully it's still vintage. I don't know. We'll see. See what happens with it. And then I found this Led Zeppelin shirt. It has Hanes heavyweights. I didn't see a date on it. It is a double stitch sleeve, so it may be late 90s, early 2000s. But it has a really nice fallen angel graphic on the front, and it does have Led Zeppelin on the reverse. It's kind of a smaller size, I believe. This is maybe a medium. Yeah, adult medium. But for $2, I figured that should be good. And I went ahead and bought some shorts. It's getting to be summer pretty soon, so shorts are going to be in demand. Found these vintage FUBU jeans, size 38s. Nice spell out on the pocket. They got the Carpenter hook. You got paid $5 for these. I think they should be 20, 25, 30 bucks. Pretty heavy, so might be a little pricey to ship on those. People always say always buy these Columbia PFG vintage or vinted shirts as long as they're in good condition. This one is a long sleeve with the fold up sleeve, vented in the back, no rips. So I figured at $1 I'm going to go ahead and try it. I didn't see any stains, but I'll need to iron it out, I think. I have a few of these I just haven't gotten around to listing. But everybody always says these are good quick sells for them. So this is a medium, so it might be a little bit harder to sell since it is a smaller size. I think they always say to get large and extra larges. And this is probably one of the cooler pieces that I found. Never seen this brand before. Raw Blue. It's like a rap 90s, kind of a 90s hip hop shirt, kind of like a sweatsuit material. But the graphic on there, they had two of these, but the other one, the graphic was really, really shot. It was a different style too. It was like a guy just walking in like 3 different squares. But this one was pretty awesome because the guy is on the turntable and stuff. So I have not found this brand listed online, but the condition it's in is really good. I didn't see any stains or pulls. So I'm going to try my luck. I'll probably put this out there at about 40. I remember the style being really popular, but it was always full button down, not this polo style. I'll probably put it out there for about $30-40. If not, I'll keep it myself. I'm almost into this size. So vintage hip hop is where it's at. So that is pretty much everything I found. So happy hunting.